Alright, what is up everybody? I know it's been a little over a week since I put out a video, so I'm a little behind schedule. I've been trying to put out one each weekend, but it's been a crazy week. Right now I'm trying to finish up my project and get it submitted. I've actually already submitted it a couple times, but came back for some revision, so I'm doing those fixes now. But because I have a minute, I wanted to just create a video, kind of let you guys know what's next for my channel and what my upcoming videos are probably going to be, as well as just kind of show you a few things in this project as I try to fix them. So yeah, first things first, one of the issues that my project had from the evaluator was in my appointments menu here, this customer ID field I have disabled right now because this combo box can set it, or my clicking on an appointment in my table view will set it, but I guess that wasn't really evident to the evaluator and they wanted to change the customer ID. So I'm just going to end up enabling this text field so that they can just put in whatever they want. That is going to mean I'm going to need some more additional checks and balances to make sure that they don't put in something in there that's not an actual customer ID. So that'll be the next thing that I do. But yeah, anyway, as far as my next few videos, one of the things that I did want to do is, actually I'm not going to pull it up right now, but I got a comment on one of my other videos asking for me to do a GUI tutorial, another JavaFX tutorial on basically creating a GUI, creating a text field, and creating a key, basically text and key, and then encrypting it in either AES, I think, or triple S, basically different encryptions. So that'll probably be the next project that I try to do. Also, I was wondering if you guys, leave me a comment if you're watching this video and let me know if you want me to recreate the program I have here. And like, this is obviously, I'm not going to show too much in this program. I'm not going to go through a full review of the code that I have for this project because it's going to be, I'm doing it for school. It's getting submitted for my software 2 class, but I could, if you guys want, after my next video, basically build a similar program to this from the ground up, show you guys how to create the SQL database, show you guys how to create the scenes in Scene Builder and how to switch between the scenes, how to pull the information from your database into your JavaFX project, all that good stuff. So if you guys are interested in that and it's something you guys want me to do, leave a comment below, and then if you're not already, subscribe, like this video, turn on the bell so you can see my upcoming videos. Like I said, I've been putting one out just about every week. I try to do it on the weekends. It's a little tough right now. My father's actually over watching my daughter, so that's why I have a minute to make a video right now. But yeah, anyway, I think that's basically it. So the rest of this video is just going to be pretty much me doing little fixes on my project. If you guys want to stick around and watch that. But that's pretty much it. This video is kind of just like a filler to let you guys know what I'm up to and what's coming next. But stay tuned for that the next project that I have, which will hopefully be that that encryption one. I haven't done the research on it yet, so I'm not really sure how involved it's going to be, but I mean, it's only two fields and then some encryption stuff, so can't be that bad, right? Alright, anyway, getting back to this, I need to go to my appointment controller and get rid of this stuff. I'm not using it. So my customer ID text field, where are you at? Alright, that's probably inside of my, yeah, okay. Convert time. Really, the only thing I want to check for this is inside of my update methods, my on-action update methods, and my on-action, yeah, that's probably what I want to look for. So, yeah, on-action add and my on-action update. I just want to make sure that I have a check in here for my customer ID text. Alright, so yeah, if it is empty, I have an empty check. But do I have any type of check to make sure that it's actually a customer ID? Doesn't look like I do. This is gonna get tricky, because what I don't want them to do is put in the customer ID of another customer unless they're using the update method. So on my add method, I guess I'll just add in here. Maybe I'll add it in right next to my customer, checking if it's empty. Alright, so along with checking if it's empty, I want to check to see if it's already in use. So let me just try to find all my customer. Let me try to find all my customer IDs. I'm going to do a similar thing to what I did right here with my appointments. This is how I found all my appointment IDs, and I'm pretty sure I do a check for something like that. So I'm just going to kind of copy this. It's going to be integers, but we're going to be doing customer IDs, and then this is going to be all customers. And we're going to do customers. It's probably capital. Do I not have a customer model? Yeah, I do. Did I spell it wrong? Well, customers, it's probably just because of this. Alright, so do db customers, get all my customers. Alright, so got my customers, I got my integers. I'm gonna actually, yeah, I'm gonna copy this too. I'm essentially doing the same exact thing, except I'm gonna do this index 1 because I don't want to mess that up. Alright, index 1, I'm going to do all customers. All customers. We're going to go through this whole set of customers, and we are going to basically add all my customer IDs. Customer IDs dot add. All customers. I don't like that. That's better. I don't know why that matters so much to me, but I just like to have, the next word be capitalized. Alright, and then we're going to get customer ID. Perfect. So basically all I did right there is I just have an observable list of all my customers pulled from the database, and then I'm adding all the customer IDs into my observable list of integers, which, I mean, I could probably just use this one observable list and then just cycle through pulling out the IDs for each one and then comparing it, but for some reason I just like to have my own observable list of just the IDs. Not that big of a deal. So now essentially what I want to check is if, where is that one I just created over here? This guy. So now all I want to do is see if alright, good. This is coming after the check to see if it's empty. So as long as it's not empty, all I want to do is check to see if this customer ID.getText is equal to any one of the ones inside of that. So I can just do my actually I can just do my customer, where is that observable list of integers, customer ID. So if my customer IDs contains that, which I need to get text, so this is gonna be a string, so I gotta do integer. Actually I want to do the opposite. I want to do wait, no, No, I do want to do integer, right? Integer to string, parse string, integer. Can I do value of? Value of the string. Alright, so I'm going to get an integer, which is going to be integer value of whatever that string is. Looks like I need another one of these. Alright, so if my customer ID observable list contains the integer value of that text that is pulled from that, then I'm going to put one in here that says, please. Alright, I'm just going to say customer ID is already in use. Please use update or change customer ID. Alright, customer ID is already in use. Please use update or change customer ID. That's probably fine. I really don't want to do any kind of ridiculous nonsense to check to make sure that it's a number. I mean, I guess I could put something in there that makes sure that it's actually a number so that I don't get some kind of weird exception. I kind of have to. That's annoying. This added so much more work. Alright. So, how am I going to check a text field to make sure that it's only a number? I'm going to go back to my customer scene real quick because I know I did something similar to this for my numbers, my phone numbers. So, a main scene. Phone number. So, phone number, I pretty much just, yeah, this was the weird one. I did this basically just showing like it needs to be a digit and it has to be so long. Which that's not really gonna help me that much. There was another way to do this that I've seen. Maybe I can just do it. What do I have for a catch here? Number format exception. I think that's what I'll get actually. I think I'll get a number format exception if they use something that's not a number for this. So for now, we'll leave it like this. I think that's fine. And now my update method, doesn't matter if it's, you know, the same customer ID. So check for overlap. Yeah, okay, so the only thing is I don't know what other things are going on when I do update. I don't know where that number format exception is going to get thrown. It might not get thrown in my update method. Alright, well, be that as it may, let's move down to our update. Update on action, app update button. Here we go. So I think I have that same check for emptiness here. And I don't need to check for anything else. So do I have a number format exception? I have a SQL exception here. Might just have to add another catch. Number format exception. I'm just gonna have it print the error for now, so I know where it's getting thrown. Let's give this a try, see what happens. Alright, So appointments, I can just put in whatever I want now. Oh, or not. What else do I got going on in here? Why is it not letting me do what I want to do with this? Disabled, editable. Oh, I need it editable. Alright. Try again. Alright. There we go. So let's try putting some ridiculous nonsense in there and seeing what happens. With my luck, it's probably just gonna save it. I don't know. Let's hope not, though. Whoops. Alright. So, have my test. I have my customer. That is not even real. Alright, what do we got? We have that number format exception that I knew it was going to throw, but where did it throw it? 575, an appointment controller. 575. Customer ID dot contains integer dot value of customer ID got text. Oh, because it checks for empty, but it does not check. Yeah, so when it goes to try to pull that value here. Alright. So it throws it there. I guess that's not a big deal. I kind of figured that, right? So this is where it's printing. So all I gotta do is change this. Instead of printing the stack trace, I want it to give me an error basically that is gonna catch that and tell me that my customer ID must be a number. Yeah, so let's copy that. Instead of printing a stack trace, we are going to say, please provide a valid customer ID. Alright, let's try that again. This time around it should catch it and give me that pop-up message instead of printing out a bunch of nonsense. Alright. La 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 la. Da da da. Alright. Please provide a valid customer ID. I like it. Alright. The only thing is there anything else that really requires a number that might throw that? I don't think so. I think that's pretty much the only way that happens. So now let's just try like 100. Uh-oh. Got some more issues. SQL integrity constraint violation exception. Cannot add or update a child row. A foreign key constraint fails. Appointments constraint appointment ID. Foreign key customer ID. Reference customer. Where is this getting thrown? 274 and 606. Oh, I'm close to 606. Where's that happening? Probably 606. Oh, well, yeah. So in my add, 274 must be my add appointment. The database doesn't like that number. I wonder if there's a limit to how many customers you can do. 274. Prepared statement get prepared. Well, that's annoying. So we're going down the rabbit hole, people. Prepared statement. Let's jump down here for a second and see what we got. Alright, I mean, essentially it just doesn't like that number. Maybe it can only be 2 digits. So what happens if I just do that? It probably already is messed up. We gotta restart. Alright, let's restart it. I hope I didn't mess up my database. I know SQL can be kind of weird. Customer ID, let's just try 10. Still doesn't like that. Can I add or update a child row? I wonder if it's because of the way that they have the add functionality in the database. I'm already up to 100. Even though 100 is not in my database, it doesn't let you. Actually, these are appointments, not customers. There's no way I have that many customers. Let's go back for a second. These are all my customers. The highest customer ID right now is like 12. Cannot add or update a child row if foreign key constraint fails. Oh, duh. Because I'm trying to add a customer that's not in my database. Oh, that's stupid. Alright. Yeah, no, that was my bad. So basically, I'm in the appointment. I'm trying to create an appointment for a customer that doesn't exist. That's what it's doing. So yeah, I guess that's one of the things I'll have to add a catch for. So, alright. Yeah, at least I know what's going on now. Alright. On action, appointment, button. Let's go. I'm just going to add a catch for this. And this is going to be the SQL exception, SQL integrity constraint violation. I wonder if I could just do like SQL exception in general. Whatever. Make it more specific so I know it's for that one. Yeah, I'll just do J. Why does that not work? It's never thrown in the corresponding try block. How do you know it's never thrown? It might be. Java.SQL.integrity is never thrown in the corresponding try block. Delete catch for that. The subclass of SQL exception thrown. Alright, maybe I can just try SQL like exception in general. SQL exception. Not sure why it's not liking this. Huh. Alright, so maybe what I can do is, instead of doing it there, the first place it hits it is this actual 274 where it does my, tries to get my prepared statement. So maybe in my 274 method right here, 274, maybe I can do it right. Oh, there's already a SQL exception here. So I wonder if I put it right here. SQL exception. I'm just going to do basically in customer ID is invalid or does not exist. I can't spell. Alright. There we go. Exists. Alright, customer ID is invalid or does not exist. Let's try that. This is probably not the best way to do this because obviously that bit of code could throw that SQL exception for many other reasons, but the way that I have my program set up, this is really the only way I think you could actually do it. So I'm going to try it again. Oops, that's going to be awfully weird. Alright, I'm just going to try it with like this weird one again. Please provide a valid customer ID. Okay, so that gets caught pretty well. If I try to put in one that doesn't exist, customer ID is invalid or does not exist. Alright, I like that. So that prevents me from actually being able to do anything like that. Now if I put in one that does exist, customer ID is already in use, please use update or change. I need to change that. Hold on. Where is that one? Add appointment. Alright, here we go. So if you noticed when I did that, actually I can show you in a second again. This one right here, where'd it go? Alright, so yeah, right here. So if I hit add and I use a customer, it says customer ID is already in use, please use update, or, and then it cuts off. So if you want to fix that, basically you can set up, you just go error dot get dialog plane, I think. Or maybe, yeah, get dialog plane. Set width, maybe? Set max width? Set preferred width. I think this is it. So you get dialog plane dot set preferred width, and then you can set it to whatever width you want. Not sure if it's gonna do it yet. Yeah, no, I gotta reset. So let's try it again. But if you set that preferred width, then the next time that error goes off, it should widen that text. It should widen the error box so that you can see the whole message. Alright, we'll just do 2. Yeah, so customer ID is already in use. Please use update or change customer ID. So 600 is even a little bit wide. I could probably go with just like 500 and probably be fine. But you get my point. You can adjust it. So that customer is already in use. Let's just go ahead and see the appointment ID. If I hit update, it's not going to work because, and it shouldn't matter actually. It should still let me add. It should still let me add stuff even if I already have the same customer. It just needs to verify whether or not that customer ID is yeah, okay. Alright, so this is going to get a little tricky. This actually I don't think I need. I did this for no reason because you want to be able to use customers. You actually do want to be able to use customers there. If anything, I can do the opposite of this. This might work good to catch all the other errors I had. So basically if it's not inside of there, then I'm going to have to say that your customer ID is, that customer ID does not exist. Yeah. Customer ID does not exist. Why can I not spell this word? Exist. There we go. Customer ID does not exist. Please. So customer ID does not exist. Please create customer. I'm just gonna leave it there. Customer ID does not exist. Alright, we'll do that. That's probably the best way to catch all those other errors that are happening. That's just basically if it's empty. And then if it is there, everything else should be fine. I have all my other things in place to check to make sure that it doesn't override another appointment. Wow, I feel like really dumb that I did that. It's like all backwards. This is what happens when you try to code and you haven't slept in days. Don't have kids, people. Believe me. You can say goodbye to all, like, sleep after that. Alright, so let's do 2, and we'll try to add this appointment. Aha. Alright, it did add it. Got a lot of appointments. So let's try to add one for customer 2. Customer ID does not exist. Customer ID does not exist. Oh, because his customer ID is 12. Jeesh. Alright. So let's clear the form. Try to add another one with this customer 12. Customer already has an appointment at this time. You serious? Alright. Fine. There we go. Alright, cool. Yeah, he did have an appointment at that time. Alright, cool. So that works, and then if I want to update this, I can basically change this to 2 if I wanted to. I can put this as test. I can put contact as 1. And then let's hit update. Alright. So that updated. Customer 2 now has an appointment at 9 to 10. Did it add that even though it already has an appointment at that time? He definitely has 2. Oh, that was on the 19th. No, he's fine. He does have double appointments somehow over here on the 29th, but yeah, whatever. Alright, what else did I need to work on? Customer can update appointment. The user can update appointments. The update functionality is insufficient because the ability to update the customer ID is not evident as the customer ID text field is disabled. I fixed that. You can put in whatever customer ID you want now. When an appointment is deleted, a message is displayed with the appointment ID. This message is incomplete because it does not also display the appointment type. Oh yeah, they want the type of the appointment for some retarded reason. Alright, so my delete method. Delete. Where are you? Alright, delete appointment. Where's my message? Appointment ID has been deleted. Appointment ID blank. Alright, let's just throw in the type. So, selected appointment ID. How did I get the selected appointment ID? Selected appointment.get appointment ID. Alright, whatever. I'm just going to add it in. We'll go selected appointment dot get type, and actually we're going to do appointment type. So that's my selected appointment type, and then we'll say has been deleted. Alright, let's just double check this, make sure it works. Who's got the most appointments? Probably this first guy. Let's delete some of these. Appointment ID 88. Appointment type blank has been deleted. Alright, I need a space between that. That looks terrible. Why is there no space? Aha. There we go. Got a space. It's probably good enough. Dun, 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 dun. Appointment ID 87, appointment type test has been deleted. Alright, got that. An alert message displayed when an appointment is scheduled within 15 minutes of the user's login. The message includes the appointment ID and time. The message is incomplete because it does not display the appointment date. Also, no custom message is displayed when there are no upcoming appointments. Alright, so you guys have already seen the appointment one a million times. I don't really want to mess with the time one right now because it goes in 30-minute increments and it's not at a good time to check that. I don't feel like changing my clock. I think that's everything. I already changed that anyway. So my custom message for check appointment check. So appointment check, my message now has the appointment ID, the type, and it also has the database, the whole time basically. It has the date and time in the format of the year, the month, the day, the hour, the minute, and then AM or PM. I think we're good. I think we are ready for the third and hopefully final submission of this project. Yeah, looks pretty good, I think. I think we are good. Alright, so I'm going to save this, I'm going to submit this in, and hopefully this will be the end of it. And then, like I said, next week's video hopefully will be me creating that encryption video. So hey, if you guys stuck around for this whole video, I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Hope you found this stuff interesting. Let me know if you guys want to see other things, similar to this.